Is it really true? Those awful things said about you. You don't remember that song?
No.
You don't remember that?
I
Thought
it was being thrown in a trash can.
Well, that's the chorus.
Oh, that or maybe the other verse.
Is it really true? Just all those things they said about you. You don't remember that?
What's it called?
I don't remember the name of the song.
Said about you.
Yeah. All about you. Is it really true? Those heinous, disgusting things said about you. You don't remember it? It was like they'd have the breakdown. Is it true what they said? Is it true what they said? All right. We're trying to track somebody down out in California. What's that? Right? They're in LA now, Harry.
Yeah, I know.
They're out of San Diego.
What was the backing vocals for that? Were there like 3 or 4 girls with beads around their necks going, "Is it true? Is it true?"
And then you had like on the
about you
had Puffy being like, "Yeah, they did. They said it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know you said it. Oh my goodness. We had a football game last night.
We
Great
did
game too.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah. Well,
what?
Yeah, I liked it.
You liked it.
Yeah, man.
That defense for the New York Jets is terrible. Terrible.
You know why Barrett liked it? Because he didn't have to watch Zach Wilson play.
Oh, well,
right.
But I wanted to watch Mike White play, and he gets hurt on their scoring drive.
And
Johnson in there for one drive, and then this dope Josh Johnson. How's that guy still in the league?
Right.
Josh Johnson. He's been a third-string quarterback for like 4 or 5 different teams.
Bro, that's the way to play.
Well, I know. I envy
quarterback
the guy.
never plays. He's
Trust
like
me,
pissed off.
I envy the guy. Yeah, you don't want to have to come into the game. You're thinking like, why? Where's Flacco?
Right.
Like, why in the world do you go spend a 6th-round pick to bring back Flacco if you're going to play Josh Johnson? I don't understand
no sense,
it.
right?
Bro. Not that I care. I really
no, you're right
care.
though. It makes no sense.
You know, it's just straight turmoil with the Jets.
I couldn't care less, but that Saleh guy had better hope that the personnel he's dissatisfied with the personnel and they need to upgrade because his defense sucks.
Oh, and I thought that's what his job was, to be there, just keep their defense going.
Exactly. You would have thought that they'd kind of show up on a weekly basis, and it was the offense. But I mean, Carson Wentz looked like a star last night.
Well,
and the running back is incredible.
That's the thing. Like Jonathan Taylor is
unbelievable,
amazing, and without Derrick Henry, he's definitely got some claim to it. But look, Michael Pittman is a monster as well. Yeah. That offense can click. That offense can. It was 45-10.
That's when I went to bed.
You know what, though? Here's the thing. I had it on in the background, and then I kept trying to move. Like my hand had the remote, and it kept trying to move to King of Queens. But every time I hit the button, tried to go hit the button, John Johnson, Josh Johnson, whoever the hell it was, kept leading this team in this soft Colts defense. And all of a sudden, I find myself with 20 or some odd seconds to go in this game, sweating out a 10-point cover.
Right.
It's now 45-30, and Josh Johnson may lead a scoring drive.
No. He was leading a scoring drive
before he got picked off.
Right. At the very end, that was crazy, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. So think of that, Barrett. You're watching there because for the love of the game. Right. I have to watch it. Harry's been asleep for 2 hours.
For the love of my sleep. No way am I staying up for that.
You know what? I was just looking at Carson. Carson's still the same old Carson. They just scheme routes so well, man. And that's what I like. That's what I like. The routes that they were running and how they move Carson around in the pocket and all that. That's all the stuff I should have saw last year.
Yeah.
And I should be seeing this year from our quarterback here.
He still throws off his back foot. His mechanics are terrible.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah, it's all arm. It's all arm with him. He's like if you watch a golfer, you watch a guy on the driving range, you go to one of these like tees over in Conshohocken, and you'll see one of these guys that's just like hitting these pushes to the right because he can't get his weight off of his backside to his front foot. That's Carson throwing a football.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely right, because his mechanics are terrible, but Frank Wright takes that and develops it to be even worse by putting offense out there that that fits that poor mechanics type of playing style that he has. You know, that's why they run a lot of boots, a lot of waggle protections, things like that, because he's not going to be a conventional quarterback, period. There's no way you're going to make him a backup quarterback. So you gotta go out there and nurture what's worst in him and make it the best trait in him. That's working.
There was one play early in the game, I think it might have been on their second drive, where two offensive linemen didn't block anybody. And two defensive linemen are immediately on him. I thought we were going to see a repeat of what we saw last week, because he was like, oh my God, he couldn't get rid of the ball. I love watching him under duress. I just laugh.
He's one of those guys, man, that just like, he's not a bad guy, but he's not a good guy. Like he's a devout Christian, but he's a snake in the grass also.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of those type of guys. Carson's one of those players that if you're doing things the right way, it's probably the wrong way for him, for his style of play. That's exactly what it is. The right things are the wrong things for him because his style of play. So Doug tried to make him into what he wasn't. And all they did with the Colts was, influence and bring out the worst in him to play his best football.
Yeah.
It's funny how you can do that.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is they won the game, so that makes them 4-5. They're going to win next week against Jacksonville, which will make them 5-5. And that gets you through 10 of 17 games, which makes you think that he's going to probably, barring injury, stay as the starting quarterback for enough games to get this thing to 75% of the snaps.
Which is,
Harry, I'll give you an with that, bro.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, though. It shouldn't even be like that. Should be, I don't know. All I'd say is this. They're idiots. They had multiple times last night where they could have easily taken Carson Wentz out and limited his snap count and played a more, at the very least, not as soft of a defense. Maybe not aggressive and blitzing.
Shan, somebody might hear you over there.
I'm just saying, like, that's organizational malpractice for the Colts to not have taken him out. 45-10. They kept him in, and it's almost like they look. Who the hell's the defensive coordinator? They almost like they looked over at him and said, "All right, you play the prevent, like super prevent now, 3 deep back prevent now." With dime backs in there, and just let them do whatever you want in front of them.
That's what they did. Oh, they did, didn't they? That's what they did.
Yes,
and
which
kept
is
them in the game.
Barrett.
I'm not mad. I am not mad. It just goes to show me they don't care about that first round pick right now. They just don't care about it. I mean, they have their quarterback, so they're not worried about it. They're tied into Carson right now for the next, 3 years?
Right.
So they're good with it. They're fine with not getting that first round pick. They're good with it. So I'm not mad at them, man.
Okay.
Are they one of the spots?
I'm not mad at them either. They're just a bunch of freaking idiots. Sorry, Harry.
Are they one of the spots that could end up getting Odell Beckham Jr. now that he's been officially released?
The Colts?
Is it official yet?
Yeah, he's cut.
I didn't know they cut.
I thought they had to still rework.
Well, he's going through waivers, right. I guess. Yeah, but he's out.
I would say Tampa now. Antonio Brown's out still.
How much money do they have to spend?
Hey,
you know where I might see him? With the Raiders.
Yeah,
the Raiders could use him. The Saints could use him. The Patriots could use him.
Oh, what if he goes? Well, see, he doesn't have a quarterback to say. He's not playing that. He's not playing with a team that has no quarterback now. He is not even playing around with them.
New Orleans?
Right now.
No, he's not doing that. He's looking at what Stephon Diggs did and left that offense to go play with a quarterback who can hit him in the air.
Yes, exactly. He's going quarterback searching right now. He might go to the Rams. He'll take less money to go to the Rams.
Remember, right? Who just restructured? Was it the Raiders who just restructured a guy? Somebody just restructured to open up some money, and I think it's the Raiders who did it. Sure. Now, it wasn't a big name by any means, but yeah.
That's what it is.
What do you think? What do you think about Travis Rogers out there in the West Coast?
As a guy to come on and talk Chargers?
Yeah.
Wasn't he Jim Rome's producer for many years? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What is he doing right now?
He's out in ESPN LA.
Okay.
I used to work with the assistant program director and producer now of, I guess it's Mason, Ireland, right? Steve Mason.
Oh, Mason in Ireland.
Right.
Yeah,
So Greg Bergman is his name. He used to be a producer at NBC Sports Radio, where I used to work with. He was out in LA. So he's now the APD of ESPN LA. And he said, Travis Rogers is here right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. But Barrett's right as far as like, I definitely think there is a, but again, why wouldn't you go, to your point, Barrett, if they can, and it's not even about affording him, because if you clear waivers, you can work something out as cheap as possible. Why wouldn't you go to Tampa, especially with Antonio Brown hurt?
Well, how long is he out?
I don't know, but he's not back any. It's not like I've even seen a timeline. Have you?
No, but it wouldn't matter. I mean, you playing with Brady? I'll take peanuts to go play with Brady. You know what I mean? To win a ring, an embarrassment of riches.
You've already played for peanuts. You need money. You need your next contract.
I need money. Yeah.
Big. Yes.
Bro, you just
poor
don't
guy.
understand,
You missed
man.
the window, man. I'm telling you.
Hey,
I feel bad.
I'm telling you right now. NBC better jump up or shut up. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, wow. Look at it.
What's today's date? The 5th?
Today's
I'm saying it right now. I am not playing, man. I don't want to hear that COVID stuff. I don't want to hear none of that.
Right.
You're
none
in
of
there,
that.
huh?
Yeah,
Exactly.
man. Come on, man. I've been taking peanuts for the longest. I just, you know what I'm saying? I got it.
Wow.
You know, Joe wrote an article about me. I'm hot right now.
Did you hit Santa Laquito up to come on and talk about that?
I mean, we can always, you know, he'll come on, man.
Just making sure, man,
You know. Oh, he will, won't he?
Well, I'm just saying should be on everywhere talking to. That's fantastic. I had no idea that was even in the works.
Bro.
Yeah.
Nobody at Philly Voice told me.
I'm sure the camera brought on whoever wrote that thing about him.
Well, what did he talk?
Tell me that wasn't planted.
Yeah, I think that.
What was it? What did it say?
That wasn't Santa Laquito, though. Don't pin that on.
No, I'm not. It's not. That was not Joe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know who did it.
I don't think anybody did it, right, Barrett?
What did it say? What did it say? Not Joe. I know what Joe says.
Not Santa Laquito, Joe. Now there are too many Joes in the house here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what's going on.
I don't know. Harry found some
There's
letter
nothing,
on Facebook.
nothing going on. Trust
Nothing.
me.
Okay. All right. There we
Nothing.
go. All right.
You're not missing anything.
Oh, they're not. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't
What's
say that. Xavier on the stream. Xavier Cooley on the stream. Don't say that. Don't send him there.
Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. and Jamar Chase.
Could stay in
Don't
division.
send him there.
That would definitely be something.
Wow.
Oh, that's four receivers. That's four really good receivers in one stable. Woo.
Yeah.
He's not looking at Philly.
Antonio Brown is still in a walking boot.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Ankle heel injury.
There is definitely, and here's the thing. Brady is throwing the ball as well as Carr, as well as anybody else that he would go to. And it's Brady. And oh, by the way, you're going to win. Now, I do like how, is it XY? I'm sorry, the stream scrolled up. Xavier, pardon me. I do like what X is thinking here, which is if you wanted to stick it to your old team, you'd stay in division, right? And you wouldn't go to Baltimore, but you would go to Cincinnati, the up-and-comer, and take full advantage of Jamar Chase being on the other side of the field.
Right. Right. Just to give it to him. Just to give it to him twice a year.
You might go for a $150 your first game, no matter who did, right?
Wow.
I like it. That is some vindictive shit right there. I love it.
Apparently, Antonio Brown was seen riding an exercise bike.
Oh, okay.
So
not like some, little motorbike down the strip.
No,
I thought it was going to be like when you say apparently Antonio Brown was seen,
right?
It could be anything.
He was
filling in the blanket.
Seen doing wheelies on a four-wheeler.
Right, exactly. One of those illegal bikes
going down Dale Mabry Boulevard shirtless.
Right. The stream says, Big Chris says, to the Steelers.
No,
they won't take him to the
Steelers.
No. He won't. They won't allow him in the building, bro.
No.
They don't play that. You know, the Steelers organizations, they don't play that. They'll get you out of there. I mean, they got one of the best running backs in the world out of there for smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? They don't play that. They'll get you up out of there.
Yeah. That's a really good point. I think you don't know what the quarterback scenario is, right, moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's another thing.
So how much are you going to attribute, even if it's your immediate future and you're just doing this? Like, think about this. Odell Beckham is probably motivated by two things, right? And I don't know what they are in order, and I don't care which ones they are in order, because I imagine that these are the two things motivating him, and I always defer to Barrett in this situation. But in no particular order, it's having enough of a half of a season to put on display that it really was that offense in Cleveland and not him, and to get money, and also to win.
Yeah.
And look, maybe he wants
win is number one.
Okay,
win
so
is number one. And then number two, yeah, he wants to, he wants to give to everybody. Okay. Look what happened. This their loss. You don't have a functional quarterback. Like if he stayed and the whole situation would just be wrong for him, because that's a run-based offense. So his skill set won't be used. He wants to go somewhere where they throw the ball all the time. A la going to the Rams, the Raiders. Man,
Detroit could use a wide receiver too.
He would never go there.
No? Well, what if they claim him?
Well, that's different.
I mean, they could claim him. They're the first. They're up first.
Yeah, they're number one on the waiver wire.
Yeah, he's had 5,000-yard seasons. He almost had a 1,500-yard season. His first 3 years were pretty darn good.
Oh, yeah.
With the Giants?
Yeah, 91, 96, and 101 receptions.
Not 91 LSXers.
No. 1,300, 1,450, 1,367 in yards in those 3 years. 12, 13, and 10 touchdowns. Talk about production.
Wow.
Yeah, hey, Jeff, like Jeff says on the stream, he says, are you aware of the Steelers receivers? Yeah, I'm aware of them. I know that they know he'd come in, he'd be an upgrade right now, but that organization, man, I'm telling you, man, Kevin Colbert and them guys, they just don't do it, man. They want things that are basically, all right, be quiet, get in there, do your job, go home. They don't play all that extracurricular stuff.
Yeah. Proposing to the kicking net.
Yeah, they won't have all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They sign him, they'd fire him like 2 hours later.
Yeah.
They went through with that with AB. They have they have an example of how it doesn't work. Remember, they got Plexico out of there too.
Mm-hmm.
Holmes out of there.
Right away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They don't play, man. Ben is probably the only person that did something stupid and stayed in the organization. Everybody else, they get out of there.
Yeah.
They don't play.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man.
He's going to the Bills. I don't think so.
No.
We should put odds on this.
Well, Joey B.
Joey B. will. That. Joey B's probably.
Joey B. already said it. He said he referenced you. He told you to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I'd trust me over Joey.
Joey, get him off you, man. Joey, get him off you.
Let's see if we can get Parles on today.
Yeah, that's the battle, man. That's the one we want to have. Right. That's the steel cage match. That's the one I want to see. That's the one I'd pay money for.
Well, he might light Parles up now, because Parles isn't doing what he used to do.
He absolutely will light Parles up. Parles was a seasoned individual when he would come on this show. He'd be in game shape.
Yeah.
You can't take a year off.
No.
You can't take this isn't. Yeah, that's all.
No, you can't. You lose your edge.
Right.
And he's lost his. He's lost it. He's gone now.
Stalled. He's
all trying to get married now, and you know what I'm saying? He doesn't have it anymore.
Is he really?
Is that what he's doing?
Oh, he's getting married now, is he?
Oh, wait, what is he going to a zoo? Going to the zoo? Remember that one time he came on?
That was out in San Diego, wasn't it?
Yeah.
At the zoo?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm at the zoo. Look, Joey B. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Joey B.
Right.
I want Parles. Yeah. We don't play that. Yeah.
No, come on.
I think Joey be a terrible part.
He absolutely. Money's on Joey. He's minus 180, 200 favorite. Just look at the market as it shifts.
What did you see? Who was it?
Yeah.
Deron Williams? Did I see something on him?
Basketball player?
Yeah, getting into the ring.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Are these guys not making enough money? I know, like,
yeah,
Antoine Walker.
He's going to
lost
fight
everything, but
he's going to fight on December 18th on the undercard for the Jake Paul Tommy Fury fight.
Who?
And former NFL running back, Frank Gore may be the opponent. You believe
Who's
this?
going to fight? Frank Gore's going to fight who?
Why?
The
Deron Williams,
former
basketball player. He was a guard from Illinois, played in the league for a while, was a 3-time All-Star.
Here's the thing. Yeah. Look, the Paul stuff is undeniable, right? Like, Paul is a draw. And for whatever reason, the sport has now shifted into these guys being involved in it. And to be fair, if you look at some of the stuff that they've done, like, they've made sure they've guaranteed purses for people fighting underneath. Now, not, former NBA players, but fighters that aren't guaranteed purses or haven't been paid in full. Like, he's done a lot for the sport itself. So I'm separating that from the statement I'm about to make, which is why is that undercard in existence? Like, where is the demand to see Darren Williams fight somebody? Like, and who?
Frank Gore.
What is
Hasn't he taken enough blows to the head?
Bro, he played forever.
I know.
And ever.
He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. He doesn't need this garbage.
No. Barrett, how far away are you from getting in the ring? That's what I need to know.
That's what I wanted to know too. That was my next question.
I could never get near the ring.
Why?
In fact, I can't even get to the bro. Number one, I'm not having anybody hit me in the face with gloves without me just taking them gloves off and whooping their ass, man.
Why can't you just whoop their ass with the gloves on?
No, I'm not doing that, bro.
No?
Bro, have you really been into a fight before? I can remember fighting somebody, bro, and it seemed like I was fighting for 5 minutes. They said it was only like 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, it's exhausting.
I was done. I was tired. I had nothing left.
Now, was this a bar fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing left.
Not in the ring. You weren't in the octagon.
Bro, I don't know.
Or the octogenarian either. No. You weren't in one of those.
No. You know what I'm saying? I just know my self-limitations, man. I'll lose all type of cool. I'll lose all my technique they tried to teach me.
So you go all wrestling on them. You bring a folding chair into the ring.
I mess around and kick them like Kareem kicked in that Bruce Lee movie.
Right.
Right in the chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Would you fight a dive? Like, would you take on Butterbean? You could beat Butterbean, right?
For the amount of money, you know what? For
$1 million.
Is he still around?
I don't know. Who knows?
Yes. For $1 million, yes.
You'd fight Butterbean?
Yes.
Okay.
For $1 million.
No, you wouldn't fight Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is legit. You can't. Here's the thing about
Tommy
Tyson
Fury.
Tommy
Fury.
No, I know. Okay,
my mom would see that, bro. My mom would see.
No. Yeah, that's the thing. We wouldn't let you do that. Here's how you know Tyson Fury is legit as fuck, because you can't be that out of shape and not be a badass in that sport.
Right.
Like, you can't look. I should say look, not out, because he's clearly in shape. But like, you can't show up unless you're Butterbean, right? Like, unless you're gigantic and like you're just a mass of humanity.
Was that when it jumped the shark where boxing started to become a carnival with Butterbean?
Well, here's the thing. I'd rather watch this YouTube guy than Butterbean, right?
The Paul guy.
Yeah.
Well, this is Jake Paul.
Fight, though.
Yes, Butterbean is out. I'm out on all butter and on bean. I'm out on.
I was watching. What was his name? Brock
Lesnar.
I was watching his biography the other day, man. Dude, this dude did everything. He wrestled in college. Was a state champion in college. Was a college champion. Then he was doing that WWF. Became the best at that. Then turned around and tried to play football.
Right.
And of course, he was just.
Was that with the Vikings? Was he trying to sign on with the Vikings?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
They were tearing him up, bro.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah,
they were killing him. They were dumping him like 5-10 yards down the field on run plays.
Yeah,
that's a different type of mentality, man. When you're doing that, that's why you can't equate this sport to that sport. You know what I mean? It's just totally different. The physicality is different.
All right.
Like, you know, you try to compare a soccer player with a football player, it's just different, man. It's just way, 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 way different.
John Dickerson has a great idea on the stream.
What's that?
Barrett fights Butterbean over a case of sliders.
I might give him a run for his money then. You know
what I'm saying?
I'll give him a run for his money.
Is it a Crave case?
Yes, the Crave case.
Yeah, the Crave case.
Because that's how you know it's legit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that
it'd be a
now
legit
you're
brawl. A legit brawl.
You would beat the utter piss out of Butterbean. And that's what your manager would do. Just you look back and now who would be the manager? Boss lady?
Boss lady.
No.
No?
I couldn't have her telling me what to do.
As opposed to every other woman.
How about D Gun? D Gun in there.
Yeah. I did nothing but laugh the whole time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like
I'd be laughing the whole time.
That's the thing. He needs somebody. You need like your old strength and conditioning coach from K-State or when you were with the Eagles, back when you were young enough to not know any better. Somebody who would just get in your ass and be like, "God damn it, Brooks! Pork chop."
Coach Snyder.
There you go.
Yeah.
Barrett, you gotta run better now. You gotta run harder. Coach Snyder, man, he didn't really have that. He didn't even have one of them voices that that you would be fearing or anything. It was just his demeanor the entire time. Now, Barrett, you're gonna get out there and run. I don't want to hear your mouth anymore. Do what I said. Get out there.
You probably feel like you let him down. He's kind of like that fatherly figure kind of guy, right?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Barrett, I'm tired of this.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm tired. Disappointed. Bro, we were clean shaved. We couldn't wear any hair on our face.
Oh, yeah? Like the Yankees back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, couldn't have earrings. No hair on our face.
What about tats?
Oh, no, not back in the day. No.
I guess tattoos weren't that popular yet.
No, they weren't. They didn't get popular till like the end of my career. That's when I started getting tats. The end of my career. I remember he wanted to stop me from pledging.
Really?
My fraternity. Yeah.
Yeah, but why you over because I imagine
he's trying to stop everybody.
Oh, was it? Really?
Trying to stop everybody, yep.
That's that's
well, now you pledged in the spring, I assume, right?
Yep, in the spring.
Yeah, okay.
Spring football was going on.
Right.
And the guy that pledged me was a starting linebacker.
Uh-huh.
And his coach was also pledged me, and he was the linebacker coach.
I pledged in the spring too.
Yeah, you have to. At least at most schools, like smaller schools like ours, Harry, a lot of them make you wait a semester.
Yeah, but we did have fall pledge classes, but you couldn't be an incoming freshman.
Correct.
First
You'd have
semester.
to be a sophomore.
Yeah, I waited until my second semester. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I would go with purple trunks, guys. So it'd be setting the odds. Purple
odds for what?
For my trunks if I got in the ring with Butterball.
Of course they're going to be K-State colors.
Well, would they be K-State or would they be the Q?
You know what? That's
Q show.
The Omegas. You go.
Yeah, I might have to go with the Omega purple instead of
the
K-State purple.
You got maybe a yellow, maybe a gold stripe down the side, or something.
Oh my goodness, we have it all.
Yeah,
we have it all, man.
All right, we got to take a break here. I'm trying to track down.
Rogers
out in ESPN. Yeah, it might be. He's asking me if it's for the Fanatic.
What is Rogers big time in us?
No. There's Scott Kaplan and Travis Rogers. So we're trying to track one of the two down.
Well, I had Scott on yesterday.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I did the Zoom thing with him. He's going to be on my pregame show.
Okay, well,
he hates the Chargers.
Yeah, that's what Greg says. Scott Kaplan hates the Chargers.
He hates them now that they relocated. Yep. In fact, he picked the Eagles to win the game.
Well,
I'm going to ask
card
we need to know
carrying
what's
member.
going on with this guy's. We need to know what's going on with this guy's hand first and foremost.
Yeah, I don't know that that's going to be that big of a deal.
Well, I need to know first.
Yeah.
Because if it's not that big of a deal, then the Chargers only laying 2 on the road is a steal.
Mm.
And I think that people that sweat bets
are
nervous about that guy's hand. Otherwise, this should look. The Raiders are only getting 3 on the road in New York. Chargers come off a really bad loss. This should be 3.
Well, I'm going to give you something else on the other side that might make you think differently about picking the Eagles.
Look, my money is already locked in when it comes to tonight. I'm flexible when it comes to Sunday. All right.
What do you got in for tonight? College football?
Oh, you better slam that. It's at 48.5. It was at 47.5 earlier. Slam this under for Vodtech and BC. Neither one of these teams have any offense worth a damn.
Right.
They both can run the ball. Yep. BC can't do anything. There's going to be some turnovers in the air tonight. This is a shit show ready to happen.
Is BC still without their starting quarterback? The guy early in the year got hurt.
No, he's back.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he is he? My understanding is that he is. Wait, you're not Rising. That's Utah game. You're talking about what's the kid's name?
Hold on, let me get it.
Not Burmeister's on the other side here.
Yeah, right.
No. He's back. He just played. Dennis Grossell.
Yeah, Grossell.
Yeah, Jerkovich only came in that quick stretch, but Grossell's been playing. I think he only missed 1 game.
Okay. He's now got more interceptions than touchdowns.
Oh, it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
Wow.
This game, I'm telling you, watch the under. They haven't scored 20 points in each of their last 4 games, all losses.
Wow.
This is after winning 4 straight. Their team is in shambles, utter shambles. All right, we're back. I can't wait to hear the nugget that Harry has about why you should be betting the Chargers. We'll see if we can track somebody down also in LA. It's the middle.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this." In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
All right, so it looks like no go there.
No go?
No.
It was Jurkovic is the guy that I was wondering if
That's what I'm saying, though.
But if he was back, he's done for the year, it looks like. He hurt himself in like week 2. He was their starting quarterback. This Grosso guy stinks.
He's been playing ever since.
Yeah.
Well, he's been the starter ever since.
Right, because the other guy's out for the year.
Here's the thing, though. What game did Jurkovic get hurt, though?
UMass, I think.
Yeah, so
week 2.
He was playing against Colgate this
right.
In that blowout against Colgate. This Crowell or Grossel guy.
Oh,
but it's not Grossel. It's just gross.
Yeah,
like he's an atrocity.
Yeah. So here's the thing: like we look at this Chargers team. If you look at them on the whole, their numbers against the run are really bad. Like they're at the bottom of the league. But the deal is, and I looked into this. This guy, Justin Jones, defensive tackle for the Chargers, is back. He has been out since like week 2 when Dallas ran all over him, Cleveland ran all over him, Baltimore ran, like all these teams just ran right all over them. But he came back last week, and they had their best game against the run against New England. So he'll be back playing his second game.
Okay.
So that's just factor that in.
You talking about Joseph Lynch? Oh, Justin Jones?
Justin Jones.
Okay.
Really? That's why that's been that big of a gashing?
Yep. Well, that's what they say.
You know, in all honesty, I didn't know that Linval Joseph, you know,
yeah, he's on that squad.
He's the truth, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't know.
With the Vikings.
Well, he's also with
the Giants too, right? Yeah.
Baller, man. I like the way he plays.
Yep.
Now I reached out to Ben. Speaking of not baller, but Mauler, in this case, Maller.
Oh, Ben Maller?
Yeah, I reached out to Ben, so we'll see that. But the Chargers, this is what I am concerned about, is that Nick Sirianni and the Eagles offense are only really going to take advantage of how, and I don't think it's as vulnerable as made out, and Harry's information definitely speaks to this, but I could see them relying on Hurts once again, like falling back to the old, all right, let's just put it all on Hurts, have him make these decisions, and expect like a plan. And I'll take Sirianni's analogy and double down on it. He's expecting this plant to grow overnight. And I don't think that's going to work.
So they put like those grow lamps on it. What do those guys use for the weed?
Hydroponic.
The hydroponic.
You mean the lamps?
The ones that grow indoors and stuff.
That's how you make the hydro, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You need a lot. You need a lot of activity going on there, man. I don't know.
Now you're speaking my language.
I don't know what you're used to over there.
Hey man, I'm trying to get Derek on, man, but he's on the phone with Verizon right now, so he can't.
That could take a while.
Right.
Yeah.
He said he's been on phone. He's been on a hold for 24 minutes now.
Pack a lunch.
They came out with a special. You know that them low rate specials.
Yeah.
And they came out with a special, and his wife and his son got on his plan with that new special, and they've had the phone for 2 weeks. And he said he's been on the phone 7 times in 2 weeks trying to get this special kicked in because neither one of the phones acts right. And he looked at his bill this week, and the bill's totally wrong. You know, he's pissed off, man.
Oh boy.
Right.
Wow.
Oh man.
Really?
I wish we could hear this. Like once the receptionist or whatever, account manager or whatever you want to call comes on, and I want to hear D-Gun rip into somebody.
That would be hilarious.
That would be great.
I didn't realize that you can do that with the whole, like, once you get in and it changes like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
do they tell you that ahead of time?
No, what it is his wife and his son were on a different. They were on like another cell phone coverage. So it's like they're coming in new.
Right.
So and they got under his plan for this new thing, whatever it is. I sent him a link, so I said anytime you can jump on. So I hope he does. I hope he does.
Well, in this this Jones guy missed 5 games, and during those 5 games, the Chargers were giving up 5.6 yards per carry. And when he came back last week against the Patriots, that went down to 3.9. He had a calf injury. Dallas ran the ball for almost 200 yards, 198 in week 2. Cleveland, 230 in week 5. And the Ravens got 187 in week 6.
187.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to see enough splitting around of carries and actually running the ball as opposed to just Jalen Hurts running the ball. And then next thing you know, Chargers up 10-3, Chargers up 14-7, Chargers up 20-10. Yeah. And you don't see Dump Truck or Gainwell or Jordan Howard anymore because the game plan has been aborted because you're down.
Right.
That's what I'm concerned. And look, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's my biggest concern in this game, which is it won't take long for Sirianni, even if he is committed, which I don't know if he will be, to running backs running the ball, not just running the ball. I don't know how long that lasts because all it takes for me is the Chargers to get up 7 to 10 points, and then I think he panics.
Right. And but Jalen Reagor is coming back. I said that like it was a vote of confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jerry Rice is back.
Right. Thank you.
Jerry Rice will be available this weekend.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Expect a couple of jet sweeps. He's going to take a jet sweep for 90 yards.
You guys are like,
okay.
Well, I thought there was going to be something more to that statement. Like, he can help the back end of the passing game. Like, there's something to qualify that statement. I didn't think you were just going to leave it like that.
Yeah. Is J-Jaw back? Because if J-Jaw's back, I'm in.
That's like a butterbean jab right there you left us with.
Right. My goodness.
I don't know, man. This is a weird game, honestly, to call. But I think it's weird because of the number, right? I mean, how often, Harry, do we have the counter conversation with Barrett where it's like, all the football stuff says this, but look, there's numbers, there's trends, there's all this betting stuff that we pile on. If I were to take that line away and just tell you Chargers in Philly, who win, like if you just looked at it without the line, then I don't know how anybody takes the Eagles, to be honest with you, in this game. They've lost
because it's the NFL. I mean,
yes,
stuff like this happens every week. The Chargers have lost 2 straight. I mean,
great bounce back. They got humiliated at home by a Patriots team.
Well, yeah, he threw a pick 6, which lost them the game, or they probably would have won that game.
They never did anything in that game to make Mac Jones win it. I was watching it. Mac Jones was as comfortable as humanly possible.
The embarrassment was the week before against Baltimore. Man. I mean, they just got housed.
Well, that was following that humongous win, remember?
That was the win against Cleveland.
Correct.
They came back and won that game. And
so I'm appealing to you where it's a week-to-week league of letdowns. We just saw this last night with the Jets coming in. Everybody's high on the Jets because they had this big win against the Bengals.
Wait a second. Now, everybody wasn't high on the Jets. Asman was high on the Jets. That's
he speaks for a lot of people.
Put it in perspective,
He speaks for a lot of people.
I'm telling you,
there are people
by the way, I got to give him his props.
Who?
Absolutely amazing.
Who?
The bowl, the salad bowl.
Oh, get out of
here. Chicken.
I thought you were going to give Mike brisket some props.
The chicken.
You got
and
the brisket.
Yeah. In fact, me and my son are going to see the Eternals at 3:00 today.
The
Marvel movie.
Oh,
before we go, we're leaving like 30 minutes early, and we're going to Chipotle and getting another one.
Wow.
Grab that, and then we're going to the movie theater.
See, now you need to put this on video.
All right,
People want to see this. The people want to see you enjoying.
You know, I started that. I started to, and I was like, you know, what, guys, they're not going to show it.
Yeah,
they're not going to show it. Well, we all see it, but won't see it.
So. Now you got it in the bowl, didn't you?
Yeah, the bowl.
Yeah,
that was a good call by you.
Yeah,
They were talking about to get the burrito. No, you got to get in the bowl because the bowl. And I felt like I was eating healthier. Number one,
right?
I'm sure you did.
It's a mindset.
Yep,
it's a mindset.
I felt like I was eating healthier, and you know, with a little bit of green in there, you know, it kind of brought it out a little bit because you had the hot stuff that mixed in with the cold stuff, and it kind of put put a nice little taste on it, you know, because I put the queso in it also.
Yeah,
with corn, rice, black beans.
Oh, you got the queso?
Oh, that sounds good.
I put queso on it too, bro, with sour cream. Topped it off. I know you're not a. He doesn't eat any of the white condiments.
No, sour cream is okay.
Okay. I thought your big thing with mayo.
Here or there. Well, yeah, I mean, like sour cream is used in other culture cuisine. Like mayo isn't used anywhere but here. Like you're not going around the world and ordering mayo.
Well, what's wrong with it just here?
Well, I'm just saying, like it's an Americanized. It's like it's Hallmark. It's created. It's like fabricated.
It tastes good.
I
don't care. It tastes good.
It tastes like liquid skin. Come on, let's be honest. Barrett puts it on his cheesesteaks.
Yeah, I did too back in the day.
Me too, man.
For a little while.
Don't let Anthony see that.
Oh yeah, because I really need his respect.
Right.
My God,
he's a foodie.
He's a foodie.
You don't discount foodies. We got a lot of foodies. We know
he eats Hers barbecue chips by the half gallon a day. He's not a foodie. Okay, he eats pizza, Primo hoagies, and Hers barbecue chips.
What's wrong? That sounds like Christmas Day to me. Pizza, chips, hoagies.
But it's not a foodie.
But I'm gonna tell you what. You get a Primo hoagie, and I don't know what they put in that cheese. That aged provolone cheese.
Yeah,
it's aged.
Yeah,
so, no, sharp. It's sharp.
Sharp cheese. Yeah,
no, it's sharp provolone. I never thought they did sharp provolone until I tasted their turkey.
Yeah.
And cheese with the sharp provolone.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, man. I have to say that's
you got to get that on like a chicken cutlet sandwich too, with like the broccoli rabe and a sharp provolone. That's really good stuff.
See, you just put me on something there, Harry.
Go.
That might be really good.
Yeah, and I'm no foodie.
When did that term come to fruition?
I don't know, man.
Right? I don't know. Like probably 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, basically a foodie is somebody who doesn't eat shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, I'm a foodie. So you don't sit at McDonald's all day and eat fast food. Is that what you're telling me? Like,
right.
That's all it is.
Okay, great. You go out to a restaurant and you order from a menu.
Yeah.
That's
and then
or you're a chef or a cook and you're making your own stuff. That's not a foodie.
I don't have time to be a foodie, man. I mean,
I gotta go. You post a pic of your meal on Facebook and you're a foodie.
No, well,
right.
That's the element. That's the added element to it. I'm telling you, this is a myth.
Mm-hmm.
It is. You guys got to keep going, man. You guys got to keep going with this game because I still haven't written. We'll have to write for my for NBC.
Wait,
I always use content from our show.
You
write my prediction. So I use what I talk to you guys about to do my prediction all the time. But the past 6 weeks, you guys have given me great stuff that I put into it.
So we're due for a bad week.
Right.
We're due for a down week.
I got faith in you guys. You always give me something.
So you're waiting for us to give you something that you can then write in your prediction?
Yes. And give you no credit for it either.
No, not at all.
Right. Yeah.
You feel like you've given us enough credit with the whole Santa Liquido piece.
Right.
So there's enough at that point. I understand it. I definitely get it.
I even brought you guys' name up, when I did Birds 365.
Again today?
No, I did it on Monday.
Oh,
and I brought you guys up. So I gave you that's a lot of credit I've given you this week.
Man.
So you guys got to hook me up, all right? I need something to write about.
Oh.
What was your column on this week?
Me?
Yeah.
I ripped the Phillies.
The Braves and the Phillies thing.
There was something smaller about Ben Simmons, and I think I mentioned the Eagles just for SEO purposes. I don't remember. Basically, just who cares? Do it again until I see it again.
What's the SEO? What did you say?
search engine optimization.
Oh,
so basically, people, it's Eagles. Everybody searches and looks for the Eagles. So I like to slide some Eagles stuff in there. Although,
see, I
did have a nice little best bet for you, cuz if you want.
Mm-hmm.
We've hit, I think, 4 straight with these.
What's that?
I was going to tell you, the best bet last week was the Jets, was to take, not last night, but last week. This week it's the Saints -6. Now that's dipped.
But who's playing quarterback?
Oh,
Simeon. It looks like
it really doesn't matter against this
Atlanta.
Team.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's I'm playing the matchup here, Barrett. Right, yes, you're right. You're right to ask that question, but it's going to be. I don't think they're making a move. I think they're going to roll with Trevor Simeon here, and then some Taysom Hill like they did with Winston.
Mm.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Why is it that A-Rod's going to get fined by the league? Or I don't understand conceptually what's going on.
Well, because he considered himself immunized against the virus, but he's not vaccinated. So he was basically running around as if he was a vaccinated player and not following a protocol that a non-vaccinated player would have to follow.
Oh, okay.
So he's been doing this since the beginning of the season, like since the end of August.
But did he say he was vaccinated?
They asked him something. They asked him that towards the end of camp, and he basically gave
immunized.
Immunized.
That's not saying vaccinated. He said immunized.
Yeah.
Right. But here's the thing. It's really difficult for me to believe that nobody else knew that.
Right. Like teammates and stuff.
Right. Or management or the Packers.
Well, you say immunized. Once you've had COVID and you have antibodies in your body, you are immunized.
Yeah, but he didn't. Yeah, but he took some homeopathic like concoction treatment from some doctor that his new fiance hooked him up with.
All in on that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
she's like a tree hugger in California or something.
But here's the thing.
I didn't know, so that's why I got to ask questions, man.
Yeah, but if you have, like, it doesn't matter if it's a vaccine, if it's something homeopathic, whatever it may be. If you have antibodies in your body and you're adding something to it, and that's where the vaccine really like doubles it up, but you are immunized to an extent.
Right.
So I don't know anything about what's happened here, but what might have happened is he might have been immunized in his world. He might have shown up and passed multiple negative COVID tests. And as a result of what he was told, as a result of what he was given, and as a result of those tests being negative, he believed he was immunized.
Right. Yeah.
This is made out to be like him sneaking some sort of fake car. I don't know that to be the case, is my point.
He's been told by a doctor this, and he believed wholeheartedly in that. But since nobody else knew about what the doctor told him about, they're trying to say that he was not immunized.
Well, he wasn't.
I mean, he wasn't
vaccinated.
Vaccinated, correct. But again, like that's where he might be doing it. He might have snuck this in. He might know damn well he wasn't, and not necessarily just vax, but like immunized. He know very well he might know, but he also could not.
Well,
this thing is bizarre.
But is it mandatory? Or just your conduct if you're not?
Your conduct.
Your conduct. You have to, like Carson Wentz is running around. You see Carson Wentz put a mask on to run off the field at halftime. That's because he's not vaccinated.
Correct.
But Rodgers ain't doing that.
Correct.
Right.
So that's where the rub is. And, during media sessions and all this kind of stuff. So they could be in trouble.
Right.
I don't know what kind of, I don't know how severe, but they could be in trouble.
The problem, though, is, and this is what I don't know. Because here's the thing. If I'm Green Bay, Barrett will tell you, right? Guys played with each other elsewhere. Coaches coached with each other elsewhere. GMs worked with people elsewhere. Not everybody in that building in Green Bay has only worked at Green Bay. So chances are they know somebody in Buffalo, or they know somebody in Tampa. They know somebody in Vegas who's been breaking rules or knows about rules being broken. This has all been recorded. Every single place has been recorded. I wonder if the NFL looks to just cover this thing up as fast as possible without having more teams, and this being some big scandal where it's like, oh, shit, look at the Bills. Nobody was wearing a mask there. Or look at Brady and the Bucks. Nobody was doing anything there. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
People lie, people cheat, people speed, people break the rules, people cheat on their taxes, right? It's just the nature of who we are as human beings. It's hard for me to think that every single person from player to coach is following every single rule, especially on camera.
You know what? I mean, I understand it, and I think it's more so the team is trying to save face. The team is probably going to have to do something because at this point, you look at it, even with the Eagles and during training camp this year, because I'm vaccinated, and I was vaccinated when I was down there, but I had a media credential starting off.
Mm-hmm.
And media regulations are different from alumni regulations.
Right.
And every time I go down there, the players would come up and want to talk to me, you know, because they don't see me as the media guy because I don't report like media people do. So I would just talk to them, and then they would just keep 100. We're just talking like, you know, we're boys. You know, we're talking like, you know what I'm saying, a former player to a player that's playing. And it got to the point where they would come up to me so much that they were told, look, if they take a picture, if the league takes a picture and sees me talking to you and I'm on a media pass and they see me media credentials, they could get fined for it.
Right.
They said, we're not trying to be disrespectful. We know your relationship with the players. We know how this is going to go. Well, the only way we can do this for you, you can come down and be in practice if we give you an alumni credential. So
well, why is that? If you didn't have a mask on or you weren't 6 feet apart, like what's the issue?
It didn't matter. It did not matter. I could be 6 feet apart from them, but if I'm there and I'm on the field, like I'm off the field and they're talking to me even 6 feet away from me, that's not a part of the protocol in which they have inside, facilities for NFL teams. So since I was on a media credential,
right,
it totally, they would get fined like $15,000 for me not doing it, for me talking to the players. So, they said, all right, from this point on, you got to get a alumni credential. We see this isn't going to stop. We're going to give you an alumni credential from this point on. So I see the same thing happening with the Packers.
What do you mean
if they don't?
We see this won't stop.
Regardless of what I'm saying, I used to tell players, get back. I told Hurts, don't come over here, man. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find you. They're gonna find us, bro, if we talk to each other.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They know the players are gonna talk. They say, man, they'd be like, man, forget that. BG will come up and talk to me, or Brooks or Lane. They still come up and talk to me. So I mean, it's just the fallacy of the rule.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Fallacy of the rule, man. It's just a rule that shouldn't be implemented, but it's just what it is. And the NFL is taking the priority in this to make sure that the teams are following what they're supposed to be following. So this is going to go down hard on the Packers. The Packers will probably get fined a lot for this, a whole lot for this.
Wow.
I think that's the biggest
thing. I think you're right, to be honest with you. I think that's most likely the case, is that it's just going to come down on the team.
Right.
It's going to, fine. They probably won't even lose a draft pick, to be honest with you. Maybe they lose a draft pick, but they're probably more than okay losing a draft pick
rather than losing Rodgers for more weeks. Yeah.
Exactly. And look, we have vested interest in this. Remember, we have a futures ticket.
Right.
To pay over $8,000.
Right. You better get on this stuff. Come on now.
Telling you, man. Get your ass back in there.
What if it happens that Wentz, since he's not vaccinated, gets test positive and has to miss like 2 games, right?
I'd be
they lose. They're 5-5 and they lose like the next game to Buffalo with Wentz. So they're 5-6. They lose to Tampa the next week. They're 5-7, and then he gets COVID. He ain't gonna come back. He ain't gonna come back for the rest of the season.
You gotta say stuff, man. It would just screw everything up, man. Don't even say that, man. Somebody might be listening, man. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're right, though. Honestly, I think that's a very likely scenario that we kind of have to factor.
A Colts personnel, somebody in the Colts, periphery, intentionally comes in contact with him because they want him to have to.
Right.
So they don't give up the pick.
Like the opposite of that Simmons story where he allegedly made up. He was hanging with the masseuse. This time you just send the masseuse to him.
Right.
Here you go. It's all you. Wow. That is, I have to be honest. That's definitely something. You've thought that out. And I can't say I hate it. I cannot say I hate it by any means.
That'd be just our luck. Just our luck.
But isn't it though? Like, we've seen this already. And the problem, though, to Harry's point, is he's unvaccinated. It's not like somebody who's vaccinated. So the protocol is different.
Right.
Where if you're unvaccinated, you have to be out.
It's an automatic, like 10 days.
Right. 10 days.
Right.
And it would stand, of course, it would be when he's hit 69.5% of the snaps. And then they're just like, oh, well, now we have an excuse to shut him down. You know, he comes back he's clear of COVID, but his ankle, he hurt his ankle during that time.
We're a game or two below 500 now. There's only like 3 games to go. It's
and
over.
The backup is balling. The backup is just balling.
Ridiculous. All right, we got to take a break. We're back in 3. Second hour still here. It's the middle.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this." In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resorts. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
What is that song, man? What's the name of the song?
I don't
know.
The name of it.
I've been trying to find it the last couple breaks, man, just to see if I can find the song. I want to hear the song in its entirety.
Well, I mean, how do you find it? Like, are you like singing into the computer?
Seriously,
No,
the melody?
Whatever you guys are saying, I'm typing it in, and it's not it.
Well, he's full of crap.
What's
I
coming
know.
up on the search?
You think Eytan's lyrics are legitimate?
Wait, what's coming up on the search? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that man. They threw him playing. Just asking. Remember that?
Oh man, I don't know. Oh, I'm trying to look up, see if my man
No.
Captain America is going to make the cut.
Oh yeah, you had somebody talking about him on the show. Yeah, was it Bloomfield?
Was it?
Oh no, maybe that was the betting show.
That might have been your other show.
Yeah, he was giving that out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shazam.
He played horribly yesterday on the back nine.
Is it?
He was 3 under on the front and then shot like, I want to say like 5 or 6 over on the back.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that man. They beat him fast and fast. You don't remember that shit?
I'll tell you what, that's going to be ringing in Barrett's head for the rest of the afternoon.
The last 3 days, bro. The last 3 days.
Is it really true what they said about you? Yeah, what was the name of that? All right, so
some king guy wrote it, huh?
Wow.
Just saying, it's out there.
Oh, Patrick Reed 6 under today. He's 4 under for the tournament, so he's inside the cut line now.
Not bad.
Yeah, he's still on the course.
And you had him top 20 or just to win?
Yeah, no, I have top 10 actually.
Oh, nice.
Not to win, a top 10.
The Shazam app. All right.
Shazam, yeah, that's that thing. Is that the app where you put your phone in front of the speaker and it hears the song and it'll tell you who the artist is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I don't know. But isn't that an iPhone? Is that an iPhone thing or is it
No, it's just an app.
Okay.
Put the phone up to your headset and I'll sing it for Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got that man. They beat him down. That'll be enough. See what happens. See what happens. What comes up in Shazam?
Oh my goodness, you're in rare form right
now.
Yeah,
any text to speech, I'm sure you can find a song now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just
does that song have lyrics for real? And we just can't play them because I thought it was an original thing that we had like the rights to or something.
Right, we do.
But I mean, is there a chorus? Is there like a verse, or is it just instrumental?
I honestly, to be completely and totally transparent, I don't believe there's anything with any of these. So basically, what happened is there were a couple of producers had music that people would shop through, and these weren't bought, basically.
Oh, okay.
So this is like a huge catalog, and this is like the deeper tracks that have been passed over for whatever reason.
In the deep tracks?
Yeah. And
with Earl Bailey?
Deep cuts. Yeah.
I listen to that station.
What do you mean?
On Sirius. Deep tracks.
Oh, deep tracks? I thought it was deep cuts.
Yeah, that's not the name of the station, but they would also say that on other FM radio station. Got a deep cut coming up from Foreigner's second release. You know.
What's the best deep cut of all time?
Barry White.
Well, no, he's a deep individual. What's a Barry White deep cut? Hold on.
Every song's a deep cut from Barry White. He's got the deepest voice.
He's got his own genre.
When Will I See You Again comes up as a deep cut. Is that a deep cut from Barry?
No.
No?
Oh no, I don't know who that is.
What do you? It's a name
you again.
That's the point. You don't know the song. The song comes from Barry White. That's a deep cut.
Let me see, man.
You don't know the name of that song?
No.
You want me to sing it?
No.
Is it really true about you?
Wow.
Oh my God. Thanks, Penguin. We appreciate that.
When Will I See You Again was the 3 Degrees back in the 70s.
Yeah.
An R&B group.
Was Barry involved in that?
That was a big hit. That was a hit.
Is that When Will I See You Again?
No, it's like, ooh.
Oh my God.
When will I see you again?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know that one.
That was a big hit.
Big Daddy Kane has a song with Barry White on it.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Barry White's been sampled quite a bit, I'm sure.
Well, no, that's like actually Barry White's on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
like singing on it, not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give it up, man.
I'm telling you, man. I guess, yeah. Okay. I guess it is
Give
Barry.
it up.
Give up what? Give up the goods?
That's Barry White.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see?
Yeah, man.
Handle
Barry
AP
White.
with a couple of deep cuts.
Yeah.
Ain't No Thing by Outkast. Spody Odie Dobalicious would be mine. That 14-minute song with all the horns on it on Aquemini. People probably looked at that and said, there's no way in hell I'm sitting through a 12-minute whatever song, but there
Wait
we
a
have
second. Outkast has a 14-minute song?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'll tell you the exact Spody. Yeah. I'll tell you the exact actual number of it, but man, it is Spody Odie Dobalicious, right? Is I want to say, is that all it is? 7 minutes? Maybe I was just blasted back in the day listening to that.
Jeez.
It felt like 12 minutes.
You think?
Felt like 12. I always thought it was double digits.
I don't think there's a maybe about it.
No, I thought it was double. That's one of the most. That's an insane piece of music right there. That song is incredible, incredible, and it's 7 minutes worth of your time there. No, we're not going to go Pop Goes the Weasel.
No,
by any means. That's not a deep cut. That's third bases. That was on TV. That's when they were making fun of Vanilla Ice, which everybody used to do.
Anything from D Gun?
Nope.
Nothing.
Yes.
Is he still on with Verizon?
No, he's going to be on it. He'll be on
Highball Friday. Thanks, John.
12:20 or 12:30.
12:20 or 12:30. Derek Gunn live on the show.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, we're gonna,
Thank
you know,
God.
he's
enough of this Spody stuff.
He started his career. He started his career in San Diego.
Oh, he did.
Gun.
Yep.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Wow.
No.
Yeah, he did. He said, "So what time do you prefer? 12:20 or 12:30? 12:30.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Let's go 12:30 because
Whatever you
then
want.
we'll come back from the break. He'll be there.
Oh, they did a Howie's report card on Philly Voice today.
Uh-oh.
You see this, Jimmy Kempski?
No.
The trade deadline deals and non-deals.
Hey, Shazam got nothing from
You
our
didn't
song.
sing it though. You have to sing it.
You gotta play. At least just play the music.
Look it up, man. He didn't get it either.
Jeff Bruder, thank you all. We appreciate this.
Appreciate it, Zan.
Thank you. Huge on the super chat.
Yeah.
What did you put into Shazam?
They're trying to get us back to football on the super chat.
No, it says in honor of the backup Penguins beating the Flyers. There's no mention of talking about it.
But the Flyers got the all-important point.
Yeah, that's pretty important.
I love that in hockey.
Right?
You tie and you go to overtime, you get a point.
Get a point. That's necessary.
They got 7 points the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing
good.
well, man. No, they're playing really well. It's that one team above them that hasn't lost a game yet.
Wasn't Pittsburgh missing Crosby and a couple of other players
They
because
were.
of COVID?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, it's the first time that they've played poorly, I would say, wouldn't you?
No, they got shut out in Calgary 3-0 or 4-0 the other night on the last game in that road trip.
Calgary's pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Calgary, last I checked.
Theo Fleury was playing for Calgary the last year.
Yes. Yeah, NHL 94, cuz.
Exactly.
They're 6-1. All right. They're a pretty good squad, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-huh.
What is ROW? Yeah, look.
The Sixers are the first team to 7 wins, apparently, in the NBA. Is that right?
Let's celebrate.
Yeah.
Now, how many levels removed are you from guys like Captain America or Spider-Man in the Eternals? Because chances are that, like, Harry wouldn't recognize anybody in this movie. And
I don't think there'll be anybody from that. I mean, I think it's just a total different genre.
It's like a completely different Marvel world.
Yeah. They're bringing something else into the fold, man.
Oh, man, this is crazy. This is wild.
Is that all we're left with now? Is this comic book crap?
Yes, that's it.
It keeps coming out.
It's garbage.
You're out on the book?
Just write a good script. Give me something interesting.
When have you seen a good script come out?
Not in the last 10 years.
Right. But I think all the good scripts are going to these series on the
like Netflix
shows.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, right. No.
Yeah, I'm still in with the series I'm watching now. I finally finished the end of it.
What's that?
The first season. Succession.
Oh yeah.
I got one more episode in this last in season number 1.
And is that on Netflix or Prime?
HBO.
Oh, HBO. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
HBO, whatever HBO's streaming service is. Now, I'm actually pissed off because I really wanted to watch this new Marvel movie in my basement. I wanted to order it, but it's not a streaming right now. So I'm really pissed off I can't do it.
Yeah, but now the excuse
why you have to go to the theater?
That's why you got to go to Chipotle. That'll make up for it.
Right. See, I'm going Chipotle.
Chipotle, and then
me and my son hanging out. We never hang out, bro, except when he needs money.
Well, who's paying today?
I already bought the tickets.
Oh, now what does it cost to go to a movie?
Both tickets on FanDuel was $35. So that's not bad. Yeah, I mean
Fandango. You mean Fandango?
Fandango, yeah. I said Fandango.
That's what happens when you lose a bet. You get free tickets. There you go. We feel bad for you. Go see the Eternals.
The Eternals.
Oh man, you know what? I could have. I didn't even have to pay. I got 5 free tickets for my 5-year anniversary for NBC. They sent me these tickets, but they sent it to me. It was COVID. The COVID year, was my 20th my 5-year anniversary.
That's all they sent you?
Yeah, I got 5 tickets, and I got a little glass square with the different sides on it. It has 5s on one side, and the day of which I got signed as full time and all that.
Can you sell that?
Yeah.
Can I sell what?
Could you eBay that, you think?
Man, I was with the Fanatic for 13 years. I didn't get squat.
You didn't even get a expired movie ticket.
No.
No, they wouldn't give you anything there. I guess Barrett should be thankful. At least he was recognized 5 years.
Yeah, I got some stock options too.
Oh, well, there you go. You buried the lead. I thought it was just here a couple of movie tickets. Go get lost.
Yeah, I got 15 stock options.
All right. Well, there you go. 15 stock options is much better than 5 movie tickets.
Right.
Wow. For 5 years?
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Well, bro, they've got over for 5 years.
Yeah.
For 5 years, they've paid me absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Is there any truth to the rumor, Harry, that you were offered Beasley stock, but you declined?
No. No, there's no truth to that.
Okay.
No. Oh, no. There's no way that, Harris turning down anything money.
Well, yeah.
I've
down a bad investment.
I've turned down a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Oh,
man. Got to make money, Barrett. All right. Otherwise, it's just a hole in the pocket.
I could give you a list as long as my arm of the bad endorsement deals that came my way, and I said, no way, no way, no
what?
way.
What's the worst thing you've ever what's the worst thing that's ever come across your desk to where you knew this was a loser from the jump?
Well, there was this. It wasn't like a liposuction, but it was some sort of weight loss
freezing
procedure. Yes,
the freezing. Yeah.
Yes, I forget what they called it, but this particular doctor in New Jersey had the rights, in a 30-mile radius or whatever to this certain technology. And they wanted me to go get the procedure and then do before and after photos and put them up on the website and all this garbage. And I'm like, yeah, I could. Granted, I could lose a little weight, but I'm not some big fat ass that needs to go in here and get my gut frozen and put pictures up on the internet for everybody to rip me for $25 a read and the procedure.
Right.
Stick it. I said, no way I'm not.
Maze
no way
means something to you, huh?
Wow.
No way am I doing that.
Maze means something to you, man. I love that, man. Maze means something to you.
No way.
A lot of these kids these days don't care about their last name, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. NBC wanted me to put on a dress.
What?
Or hair. You know what I'm saying? And do a commercial with Barkley.
Really?
Hell no.
What was the premise of the commercial?
I never got to that.
Wow.
I never even got to that. I never even got to the company. He said, would you consider? Hell no, I'm not considering that. Don't ever ask me nothing like that again. Never. I will not play a female. It's not happening. Not today, not tomorrow, or any day.
These days, that'll get you trending on Twitter.
Bro, it probably get you paid.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's crazy. Medea is actually, it's not even a woman.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And we think it is two separate people. It's
Right.
not two separate people. She is like her own person. You know what I'm saying? Her own person. That's crazy to me.
This is crazy.
I mean, it's a genre that's actually his own person. I did not know.
What about Grandmama?
And he's rich. He's about to build his own. He's about to build his own airport.
Didn't he rip off Grandmama? Come on.
It's just like Grandmama was that. Grandmama was that girl, man. Was that lady?
Come on.
Was that old lady? Was that dude? That's what Grandmama was.
And did you
Grandmama
also have Martin? What wasn't Martin in some big woman?
Wanda. Oh, you talking about
wasn't Martin some big woman too?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, he'd have that big face.
Right.
What the hell was it?
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, Martin Lawrence. And then here comes Tyler Perry. Next thing you know, it's like this huge thing. I got to credit Perry for it. He blew stuff up. Big Mama's
Big Mama's house. Yeah,
Yeah.
That is it. Big Mama's house.
That's it.
Adelaide, appreciate that. We appreciate that.
God.
Yep.
tell you, right?
Yep. And he was also Shanae.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
But that's way back in the day.
Yeah, but
Guns 350, yep.
didn't Flip Wilson, the comedian in the 70s, start that? He used to dress like a woman, and
Yeah, I remember that. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
He did.
He had his own show, like
Well,
the
I mean,
Flip
Monty
Wilson show.
Python, right? I mean, they did that. They made that famous in the 70s too. Did they not?
I just can't.
Drag has been around forever. It's
I know. I'm just saying, like, comedians doing it in their act. I mean,
And to each their own. I mean, I don't care. I mean, that's on them. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you're not doing it.
I'm surprised
No.
Andy Kaufman never did something like that, to be honest with you.
Who?
Andy
So,
Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. What was the name of the
He
guy?
did the wrestling bit.
Well, yeah, and he also had the bit where he was his own heckler who would wear the fat suit. Was it Tony?
Oh,
Tony something, right? So what Kaufman would do, Barrett, is he would have Tony, I forget the last name, with an F or something like that, but his whole thing was to make people uncomfortable.
right.
So without them knowing,
He was good at it.
Prepare for it. Amazing at it, right? So he would have in the middle of his stand-up routine, he'd have this guy who was really some actor, a friend of his, comedian, in a fat suit, but it was hot, right? And like this big face. It looked like the chef from the Muppets almost. Remember the old chef from the Muppets?
Yeah.
Right, with a mustache. And he'd just be yelling at him. You suck. Like, this is Tony Clifton. Thank you, John Dickerson. Tony Clifton. And it got to the point where, like, he would leave stage and, like, he would play Tony Clifton himself. And can you imagine, like, you're going to see one of your favorite comedians and then there's, like, this awkward back and forth. It wasn't even, like, funny. It wasn't even like Clifton was telling jokes or anything. It was just like these awkward yelling, like, moments. And people are like, what the hell is this? So I'm surprised that he never had something like that from a female character is my point.
Well, just like, you look at the stream, Chappelle turned down $50 million because they wanted him to dress up as a woman. It seems like that's the thing to do with black actors, to dress them up as a woman. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But then, Jeff turns around here and asks me, would I wear a kilt? I wouldn't wear a kilt, but I don't think it was a kilt as being thing that a woman would wear. A kilt is for a man to wear.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's like Scotland and Ireland.
That's
and
totally
stuff, right?
different.
Yeah,
that's totally different. A kilt, they used to go whoop ass in kilts. That's
right.
they used to go to war with kilts
Braveheart,
on.
man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They went to war with kilts. They were chop people's heads off with kilts. So that has nothing to do with me being Big Barrett or Big Barbara, whatever you want to call it. I'm just not doing it.
Big
you know
Barbara.
what I'm saying? Right. Me,
Maud.
6'5.5",
No.
360-pound.
Look, I mean, this has been
Big
around for a while.
Beretta.
Roger,
Come on, no,
what's his
right.
name? Mrs. Doubtfire, right? I mean,
Right.
that was one of the most famous movies of its time right there.
That was
So,
pretty
I just
hilarious.
won't make it. I just won't.
Yeah.
I just won't.
Robin
break it. It was
Williams
amazing.
was great.
that was, again, like you see it, right? All
That
the
was
time.
amazing, though. He did all that for his family, man. That means there is certain things you do. You go above and beyond for your family. He went to Mrs. Doubtfire so he could be around his family. That's commitment. A commitment.
It wasn't a real story, though.
Right.
Right. You're out on that.
Barrett's talking about the character like it's a real person.
Right. Well, you know,
the lengths he went to be with his family.
Right.
Oh my God.
Like it was an autobiography.
Right.
Like the scene in the restaurant where he's at the other another table on a date. Wasn't he on a date?
Right, right.
In the bathroom and he'd change into the outfit and then go sit with his family. Oh, I love that movie.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yes. Oh God, Gunner's coming on in a few minutes.
Oh, we definitely got to get his thoughts on Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Can we get a breakdown?
Who was the wrestler that Kaufman went at it with all the time? Was it Jerry Lawler?
I think so. Didn't he become a politician?
Who, Lawler?
Yeah.
He might have been. He's a big Memphis guy. He's Tennessee guy.
Wait,
Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah, the King. That's right.
Yeah.
Is that
not
right?
Howard Eskin? The King.
No.
Yeah.
The Lawler was the original King.
Yeah.
He's the original King.
Right.
No, I think you're right there.
Yeah, I think it was him.
When was this in between? When was this?
Probably had to be very early 80s.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, he died in his 30s, didn't he?
Yeah, but was that? Oh yeah. He died young. He
Yeah.
had cancer, and he definitely died young. I just don't. Was that real or was that made up? Like so much of this stuff was just made up, and Kaufman did it. Like he's the genius of it. I love. Like he's.
What's his name?
Andy
Kaufman. He was in Taxi, the show Taxi. The Latka was the yeah.
I'm telling you, like as soon as I learned who he was and his whole comedy about just creating stuff, like he's the original bit. Like he's the original bit of like creating something that is not real, but making it seem like it's real and never knowing or being able to tell if a fight on stage is real or something like that. I mean,
it's
like
performance art.
It's insane. Yeah. I just don't know if this was ever real.
The wrestling thing.
Well,
I mean, wrestling isn't real.
Correct.
Right.
Letterman.
Except for John McMullen. I think he still believes it's real. He still watches it.
Yeah. Incident that truly made the Lawler versus Kaufman feud great. Appearance on the Letterman show in 82. Vast majority of those watching thought Lawler and Kaufman were embroiled in a real-life rivalry. So when Kaufman went off on a diatribe and Lawler knocked Kaufman from his chair, most believe it was legitimate. That was truly revolutionary. In 1982, professional wrestling was still about wrestling and little else. Now we know wrestling as sports entertainment encapsulates so much more than just in-ring work, but such elaborate storylines were the exception rather than the rule 30 years ago. So look at that. That's like the precursor.
Groundbreaking stuff.
To Hulk Hogan walking off set, right, in like the back and smacking Macho Man. And Mean Gene Okerlund's like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Gorilla Monsoon.
That's right. It's Gorilla Monsoon.
He used to be on the call.
I love it. I love it. DeAndre Hopkins could be out. So could Kyler Murray. You know that?
Oh, really?
I thought Kyler Murray was out already.
Not ruled out.
Okay.
Right?
Well, that's got to be. That's got to be why that line is so strange.
It's been strange this whole time. I actually teased the Niners up. Really like the Niners.
Didn't it come out around 2.5? Arizona at San Fran?
Yeah, and it dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's something to it.
What's the Tennessee Rams line? Because that was a 7.5.
7.5 forever.
Yeah.
It only moved from 7 to 7.5. Has that changed?
Interesting.
Oh, I hear the noise.
Uh-oh. We
have to break. All right. So we'll be back in 3, and Gunner's going to hang with us. It's the middle.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this." In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
There's Derek Gunn, Gunners in the house. At Real D Gunn.
What's up, fellas?
Thank
Nice
God
new
he's
background
here.
you got there.
You like? Yeah, hey, look, Barrett. Look, man, you can't be just calling me out of the clear blue. Say, hey, at the last minute, can you just pop on? I mean, I haven't talked to you in like 6 months. The last time I talked to you, you didn't even know my name. You called me something like Durwood. I'm like, hey. Just because we don't work together doesn't mean you just forget all about me like that. Is that how it is?
You don't come on here and tell us stories, man. Come on, man. I just talked to you yesterday, man. You was cussing me out about something, man.
Yesterday?
Oh, yeah. We talked yesterday because we were talking about IKEA and how I got to go to IKEA and buy some stuff so we can put some stuff together.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't remember such a conversation.
Oh, you know what? It was not Charles Barkley. It was for Jeremiah Trotter, because he was acting in this slave movie. And they wanted me to put on a dress, and me and him was gonna do act out remember that D-Gun they wanted, and I said,
"Yeah,
crazy."
I
cussed everybody out.
I went out and interviewed Trotter at the premiere of his movie, and I guess that was the end of Trotter's acting career because I haven't seen or heard anything.
What was the name of the movie, Gunner?
I can't even remember, man. I don't know.
He's got to have an IMDb page, right? Jeremiah Trotter IMDb.
Supposedly the movie was based on true facts.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Mistaken.
Yo, yeah.
By the railroad, yeah. The
Underground Railroad.
Barrett
North
Brooks.
Star is the name of the movie.
North Star, that's it.
Yeah.
Barrett Brooks, 6'5", 350 pounds in a dress. I want to see this.
Bro, remember? No, you were there because remember I cussed Doug out, cussed everybody out, and I was hot as fit. You don't get up out of my face, man.
You do have a tendency to curse people out a lot, and I've been trying to work with you over the last 3 or 4 years.
I'm the nicest guy in the world. But my guys always have cool.
Look,
is there anger management issues here?
I've seen him curse out concessionaires, people at Wawa, gas stations.
Wow, whole Washburn on a guy. Look at that.
I'm telling you, man, it's like. Wow. This mechanism just triggers within him. And when he's got hot with me, I know how to calm him. All I have to do is say, man, you want me to pick up the phone and call my wife?
Come
Hey,
on,
man, don't call your wife, man. Don't be doing that, man.
Come on, now see.
That's the only way I calm him down.
Come on, man.
I love it.
We all in front of company right now. You telling these people this, man. We all in front of company. Man, don't do that to me, man.
I love the term company.
Right.
That's what my parents used to say. Now we got company coming over now.
My-
You better behave.
My favorite line from Barrett Brooks has always been, you know, to make a long story long.
Yeah.
To make a long story short.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
no, the first time I heard him say that, you know, I was afraid to correct him because I didn't know him that well. And, you know, as I got to
just
know
let
him,
him go. Just let him go.
And realize that
it.
there's a mental deficiency involved here. You know, I just had to know how to weave past these trigger mechanisms and catch him on a good day.
Did he ever do ah-da-da to you?
Yes.
Yeah,
all the time.
that's another one. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, man, that's not even in the Ebonics dictionary, man.
Ah-da-da.
Yeah.
What
There
are
it
you
is.
talking about, man?
That means there it is.
He rolled one of those out on the post-game show a couple of weeks
couple
ago.
of times
Ray
he got 'em.
Dinger.
Yeah.
I bet you just floored Ray. Ray's probably scrambling, looking through his abundance of notes, trying to figure out, is that an actual word?
Right. Wait. What is that an accurate? What stat is that an acronym for again?
I don't know.
Right.
What?
Bro, he hit it. He hit me inside. We were watching the game and we were running the ball. I said, Ray, look at that. They running the ball and they got some success. And he turned around and said, Brooksy, ah-da-da.
Really?
Now,
I was done, man. I was done, man. I was done.
when you get ready to turn them around you and say, hey, Barrett, long story long, then you know. Then you just need to walk out. You've done enough. Like, you've done your job at that point.
Hey, it's like that rapper, man. Once he hits that certain lyric, you just drop the mic and walk
That's
off
it.
the stage.
That's right. You got to read the crowd, Gunner. You're right. Exactly right.
I'm telling you, man.
Bro, I remember the first time I heard Rick cuss. Me and Seth, we're sitting there, and he said something. He cussed. He's like, we both did like this. Did Ray just cuss? I was like, oh. But like,
I mean, I could see Ray dropping like, you know, an S-bomb every now and again, and like, ah, shit, or something like that. Every now and again. I could never see him though, as Gunner described Barrett, you know, finger out, pointing in somebody's face. You bleeping son of a, like Barrett was, right?
No, some people push me at the job. They push me, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hold up, man. See, this is another thing. Why are you putting company business out there, man? You got to work with these people, man.
Right.
You know, but they pushed me. Now, he don't work there no more, but he just pushed me. Right or wrong, he did push me.
Who?
You know who I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen you curse out like 10 or 12 people over food.
Stop that, man.
Over
Stop,
space.
Man.
Really? Hold up, Barrett. You didn't curse out somebody over food?
Was it a White Castle Crave case?
No. This was a whole other ball.
It's not fair, bro. That's not fair. The situation was different, though. I was made a promise. I was promised something, and I didn't get it. And I'm about to go on for 4 hours.
We were all promised something we didn't get, but most of us maintained our composure. Mr. Brooks turned around and went off. I'm crying, laughing. The person he's addressing looks at me and goes, "Hey, D-Gun, that's not funny." I said, "Oh yes, it is. Oh yes, it is." I couldn't stop laughing.
Fired that day, man. Come on, man. Don't do that.
You got yourself fired, man.
So what was he? Was it food?
What? Okay, I'm going to tell the story.
You don't have to dime the individual out, Gunner.
Right. All right. Here's what happened.
Unless you want.
We were about to do an expanded show.
Okay.
During
a 4-hour show.
4-hour show during the draft. Now Barrett had been there a long day, which
I just did breakfast on Broad.
Right.
It was a rarity for Barrett to put in more than 2-3 hours a day. That's another story. Okay. But so we're all sitting there getting ready for the show, and an individual came up and said, "Hey, the person who was supposed to order food for you guys didn't place the order." And this was like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before showtime. So Barrett whipped around, you know, like he was Bruce Lee, whoop, and turned and said, "What the bleep do you mean there's not going to be any food?" I stepped back. I went like this. Oh, the person he was talking to was shaking in their boots like Elvis. And next thing I know, Bear's going off. I have tears coming down my eyes, laughing. Bear's hot as a hornet's nest. And the person looks at me and said, "Hey, D-Gun, that's not funny." Oh, yes, it is.
The hell it
Bro,
ain't.
you gotta understand.
Right.
I had been there
Oh,
since
yes, it is.
I got there at 4:00 in the morning.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I'll give him that.
And did breakfast on Broad. Then I had to stay throughout the day.
Yes.
And wait on news, you know what I'm saying, for trades and everything else.
That's right.
Right.
Couldn't leave. I had to make sure I was doing that. And then this show didn't start until 8:00 that
8
night.
p.m.
Oh my goodness.
We were supposed to go to midnight. Right.
So 8:00 that night.
And then
and during that whole time, there's nothing that came in the door. No food.
Right.
No food or anything came
Wow.
to the door.
And then you'd have to be back in the next morning at 4 a.m, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You feel my pain? Yes.
Right.
You know, and the funny thing was, we eventually get on the set, and individual comes running and say, "Hey, the food's here." I'm like, okay. So, Mr. Brooks did the first segment of the show, which was like 15, 20 minutes. Mr. Brooks disappeared for 2 segments after that. Meanwhile, myself and a couple of other people who were on the show, we were stuck in a chair for 4 hours. So eventually somebody brought me out a slice of pizza that you could have set furniture on top of, was cold and hot. I said, I don't want this crap. I wouldn't eat. So my stomach's growling. By the third hour, man, my stomach's growing like a lion, man. I'm trying to take deep breaths, sips of water, so you don't hear this on camera, because I'm conversing back and forth with people, and all I can hear is my stomach churning. I'm like, I will never do this again. No, not happening.
No, it was that was a trying time, man.
But we thought you TV guys got catered to.
Right.
Eytan?
Yeah, absolutely.
My goodness. That sounds like a radio gig.
Yeah,
not at our shop.
No, your shop. I don't work there anymore.
Yeah, but isn't that the thing? Like, shouldn't you know ahead of time? Shouldn't you have brought a hoagie or something with you if you were going to be there all day?
Not when you're told that you were going to have food.
Yeah. Or he could have stepped out. I mean, you could have stepped out and gone down the street and got you something if you wanted to.
Not when I was told. And you don't wait 15 minutes before I'm about to go on for 4 hours.
First of all, what did I tell you? Never trust anybody in the industry totally, right? Sometimes you have to take the initiative upon yourself to make things happen.
Is that my football in the back, man?
No,
that's my football back there.
Are you trying to say I stole from you now? Is that what you're saying? No,
I didn't know Barrett had an office.
The white one is autographed football from Andy Reid, and the other one is from the Eagles. Thank you for 23 years of service. So it was a nice gesture on the Eagles' part. Yeah. So we were doing this. My wife says I can't be sitting here with a curtain in the background anymore. She says it looks tacky. So I've got to redo this. See, what I can't show you guys. The wall I was using is where I have my 4 mounted fish on the wall and a big screen TV behind me. That was a pain in the butt, because when you put cameras on the TV when it's off, you get a glare. So my bald head looks like a light bulb on top of it. So look at Barrett's top of Barrett's head right now.
Right.
No,
man, look like he could glow in the dark. So.
Yeah.
You know what? We shouldn't have come. Why you guys talk me into bringing him on, man? The stream's fault, man. The stream's
This is great.
I just brought your name of the stream. You get Derek on. I'm like, why should we get Derek? I bet I won't listen to the stream.
I'm in the middle of arguing with Verizon, man. These people, they won't answer the phone for 7 days. I had to put Verizon out there. They've been pretty good to me. But my wife got some new phones. We were supposed to get X amount of credit for each phone. Come to find out, it hasn't happened. It's been a month. I'm trying to get somebody to rectify the situation. Then they transfer me to, you guys ever have to do this? Text with an agent.
Text?
Text?
No. Back and forth with an agent. So every time I text this agent, whoever this agent is, it takes them 5 minutes before they respond to anything. Then I'm trying to tell them, I said, my bill should be a lot lower. And they're telling me initially your bill will go up before it goes down. I'm like, no. No, that's not the agreement here. So somebody better fix this problem.
Who sounds like the bad guy now? See, that's what you have to
deal
with.
No, what I
right
am
there.
is a concerned consumer. That's what I am.
Right.
You're probably texting with a computer. That's probably a computer texting back to you. Yeah.
I'm a consumer who's tired of being taken advantage of in America today. That's who I am. See, Barrett, and I didn't even have to use curse words, Barrett. See, you should be more like me.
No,
I didn't have to use curse words.
You know what it was over there, man. You know what it was. You know how they used to do me. I got questioned by my coworker who didn't even play football about a play that I knew.
That was funny.
Wrong.
That was too funny.
I knew it went wrong, and I told everybody what went wrong. He came back, questioned me, and they wanted to cuss me out and threw his jacket down in front of me and stormed out. I'm like, did y'all just see that?
Now, why are you doing Danny Palmel's wrong like that?
Danny was right there when he saw it.
This individual is like 5'10", $165, soaking wet. So he didn't throw the jacket at Barrett. He just threw his jacket on the ground in frustration because Barrett loud talked him and embarrassed him in front of his coworkers. So he, it's Barrett. Barrett's medication sometimes doesn't kick in until an hour later.
CTE, dog.
This CTE, man. I'm telling you, man.
CTE, bro.
Like I said, sometimes I have to step back, make sure he didn't swing at me. But like I said, I have the trigger words. I will call my wife. Hey, man, don't do that. I don't play, man.
Trish is such a nice woman. I don't see how she married this dude. I don't see how she stays with him. What are you talking about? You outkicked your coverage, dog, all day.
I did. But you know what? I'm still hitting field goals, baby.
That's all that matters. Makes your legs still work.
Even if it hits the crossbar and goes over, it's good, right?
Hey, a double doink counts.
You take it any way you can.
That's right.
Double doink counts, baby. You know
Absolutely.
Hey, but you know what, Barrett? So next March, I will be married 40 years. 40 years. 40 years. Man, I'm old as dirt, bro.
Man, congrats, bro. Congrats.
That's awesome.
Got a beautiful new granddaughter too, man.
Yes, granddaughter,
man,
2 grandsons. Yeah,
that's 2 years younger than my life. Gunner.
Is it really?
Well, let me ask you this, man.
Yeah.
Going into this game,
yep.
And think about what the Eagles did this last game.
Yeah.
And their ability to run the ball when they want to run the ball. When you got a left side that's 380 pounds on at the tackle position, 6'8", then you got 6'6", 360 pounds. Why do you not run the ball, especially the left side? Because you have all you need to come off the ball and road grade people. Do you think that they're going to go through the same process as they did last week, this week? Will they run the ball against the worst defense against the run?
I don't trust him because he hasn't shown me enough of it. I don't trust Nick Sirianni and his game plan. I don't. Because I can sit here on various platforms and say, yes, I fully expect Nick Sirianni to run the football right down the Chargers' throats, and all of a sudden he's throwing the ball 50 times. See, I don't trust him. I don't have a big enough body of work to have a feel for what Nick Sirianni does. Now, I will say you better run the football against this particular defense. That defense is really hurting with Kenneth Murray not in the middle of that defense. And that's a big loss for that defense. I think the run defense would be a lot better if he was there, but he's not. Now, you don't want to throw against this defense because the people on the back end are pretty good. You got some pretty good guys. You got Chris Ward, a little bit longer than tooth at 32, but he can still ball. You have Nasir Adderley back there. You got Derwin James back there.
He's
balling too, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Asante Samuel Jr. He was a high second-round draft for this team. So you've got some ball hawks on the back end of that defense. So what do? You attack, Barrett, you know this. I don't care if it's Pop Warner, high school, college, or pros. When you strategize to face your next opponent, you are looking to attack a weakness, not a strength. You're looking to attack the weakness and prey on that weakness until they make you do something otherwise. So to everybody who watches the game of football and who's had a chance to watch the LA Chargers, it's well known you run the ball against them to keep their offense off the field. Because I don't think the Eagles have the personnel to get involved in a shootout when you look at the weapons that the Chargers have on the other side of the ball. You need to control the clock. Do the exact same thing that Green Bay did to Arizona. Nobody thought Green Bay was going into Arizona to beat Arizona. Green Bay had the ball for 37 minutes. Why? Because they ran the football and they picked up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards of real estate, and then they punched it in just enough to stay ahead of Arizona.
Yep.
It's a simple formula. But again,
because
of a small sample size with Nick Sirianni, I don't trust him as we sit here today.
You have an equal sample size to your point of what counters the logic that you just laid out, Gunnar, which is we saw against the Raiders them attack a vulnerability on that defense. And for whatever reason, they just decided to stop. Like they said, no. We'll allow that offense to get back on the field without Waller. Jacob is hurt as well. We'll allow them to get back on the field and throw left and right. So I agree with everything you said from a logical and from an X and O standpoint. Attack the weakness, but you're right. Where we have such a small sample size of it working against Detroit, it's knocked out by the other sample that we have, which is equal 1-to-1 of them doing what you laid out and then for whatever reason aborting.
See, I know when you go back to the Raiders game, I know when you initially come out on both sides of the ball, you're feeling the opposition out. Okay. So the Eagles had the advantage there because if you looked at what Nick Sirianni had done before, they'd have run the football. They didn't put Jalen Hurts under center. So in the Raiders game, they put Jalen Hurts under center that first series. They ran the ball like, 6 times? It was a balanced attack. They scored 7 points.
Right
Simple
away.
formula.
Yep.
All of a sudden, the game's tied. Nick Sirianni loses his mind, starts throwing the ball, playing right into the hands of the Raiders.
And then Sanders got hurt.
Sanders got hurt. Raiders get on top of them. Eagles can never catch up. So the score was not indicative of how lopsided that game really was. So then the next week, you're playing a JV team in Detroit. So basically, you did what you're supposed to do, run up and down the field on 236 yards rushing, 40-something rushing attempts. You did exactly. Now you're going to play a much better opponent. So that's why I said, I don't trust Nick Sirianni. I don't have a big enough sample size to know what this man's capable of or what he's not capable of. You brought Jordan Howard in off the heap. And Jordan Howard was having a field day. That man was so happy to run the football. He'd have run through the goalpost if you had told him.
Right.
Boston Scott, he was in the witness protection program most of the season, didn't even get the ball. He finally got some touches. 2 running backs account for 4 rushing touchdowns. It's only the second time in franchise history this ever happened. So if I'm the coach, light bulb goes on. Look, even if it doesn't work, let's attempt to run the football for a half. Even if we get down by 7 points, 10 points, we still have another whole 30 minutes to play the game in the second half. Then we can adjust our game plan and let it fly. But I don't know what to expect from this coach and this team this coming Sunday.
What do you think the pass-happy owner thought of that game plan?
Oh, I'm sure he wasn't happy about it, but he got him a W.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing was, we beat a team that we were supposed to beat. We beat them handedly, 44-6. We beat them handedly, so it's a feel-good moment. But, hey, our metrics and analytics show that we should be throwing the ball 75% of the time.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'm thinking, to me, analytics. See, now you guys are going to get me started on this tangent here.
No, but you're right. We talk about
I hate analytics.
So do I.
It's like playing Madden football. Why can't a computer decide what your percentages are? Why can't you have the old field? Look at the coaches who are Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, Vince Lombardi, all these guys. They had a feel for the game. Those type of coaching staffers, you could feel what was working. And, if you go back in the day, some teams would tell you when they had success, they would run the same play over and over again because the opposition couldn't stop it. There wasn't this big array, a vast array of plays that we got to call to try to trick them up. Hey, we're kicking them in the teeth right now. Let's keep kicking them until they force us to do something else. Oh, no. These modern-day coaches now, hey, computer tells me that 33.7% of the time I should throw to the flats instead of hitting the guy on the seam route. I hate analytics, man. I don't know who came up with that. They're making a lot of money off this mess, but I hate analytics.
No question, man. But I said this and my two hosts, they laughed at me, man. But I'm gonna pose it to you. Jalen Reagor is back.
What's that? Jalen what?
Jalen Reagor, don't be like that, man. I said Jalen Reagor's back. I like the way they used him before he got hurt, man. Do you think there's any chance they start doing the same thing and keep on with the running jet sweeps and getting the ball into his hands early so he can make plays after he gets the ball? That's when he's best. Yeah. He's better suited to get it that way as opposed to catching the ball down the field. Him being back.
I agree. I would use.
He didn't laugh, guys.
I would use Jalen Reagor on jet sweeps, reverses. I would even try to use Jalen Reagor on the hitch passes, stuff like that. But trying to send him down the seams, the man can't get separation. You don't know if he's going to catch the ball or not. Sometimes he treats it like a live hand grenade. I think that's the most effective way to use a Jalen Reagor. Use a Quez Watkins and Devontae Smith to stretch the field on the intermediate routes. You have a good tight end who's there in Dallas Goedert. Stretch the field on the intermediate routes. Let Jalen Hurts take an occasional deep shot here and there. But you know what? You look at the teams that are really successful. You look at a Tom Brady. You look at Aaron Rodgers, guys like that. Even at Patrick Mahomes. What do? They dink and dunk their way up and down the field and set up the big shot. Right. They'll drive you crazy. Look how quick those 3 quarterbacks get the ball out of their hands. And these are guys that have proven and know how to read defenses. For Jalen Hurts, who is still in a learning mode, and hopefully each and every week getting better and better at what they're asking him to do, the best way to get him in a rhythm is dink and dunk your way down the field. You have the personnel to do that. Don't let this young man stand back there patting the ball 20 times. All of a sudden he takes off. Sometimes he takes off too soon. Sometimes he holds the ball a little bit too long. And you've got to get him in a rhythm. Okay, we know he's missed wide open receivers on out routes and stuff like that. But You've got to get him in a rhythm. You know, I don't like the way they utilize him exclusively from the shotgun. Let that man get under center, drop back 5-7 step drop, tap the ball, get it out of his hand 2.2, 2.8 seconds. They don't do that for this kid. You know, somebody put it out there that it looks like they're setting him up to fail. I'm not going to go that far as to say that, but I don't think they've utilized him to the best of his ability, whatever that ability may be. Now, Nick Sirianni told us a few weeks ago they've gone with a shotgun because that's what he's comfortable with at Oklahoma. But I've said you've had him since April, OTAs, mini camps, training camp. Why have you not stretched his ability more so than catering to his limited ability at this level?
You want to know why? He doesn't know. You brought up a great phrase about how Jalen Hurts is in this learning process, right?
Yes.
And now, you know, my child is 4.5 months old, so I can't use mine as an example. But for both of you and others who are parents of children who have grown or are grown, you've seen it where there's a learning or a teaching moment, but the person who is teaching doesn't know what to do. So you can show up to school every single day, but if the teacher has no idea how to communicate the information or what the information is in the first place, then you're sitting there in the back just scribbling away, hopefully to get some sort of art scholarship.
Exactly. Art scholarship.
Well, I mean, you look at Wentz, man. I was saying today, Wentz is out there playing with the same bad mechanics, but he's still being put in good positions because they're allowing his bad mechanics to help him flourish as a player. You know, he wants to be outside the pocket, use his arm, and just, you know, push the ball down the field. Well, it's working, you know, but you have an offensive coordinator / head coach that designs plays around these inefficiencies. So it makes it, you know, it highlights the bad things that he does well. You know, why can't you do the same thing with Hurts?
I've said for years. Wait, you got to go? Wait, I just got on. You can't get me off already?
Well, I mean, you've been on for 20. Look, you can stay as long as you want. I'm going to jet, but you all can do whatever. Look, I'm not going to force you off. I wanted to ask you a quick question on the way out, all right?
Yes.
Eyes closed. You have to make a choice. There is no fourth option, throw me off of a roof or anything like that. You need to win a game. And you need to win this game on offense. It can't be on defense. You need to win this on offense. Which coach are you going to? One game. That's it. All the marbles, as they say. Nick Sirianni, Rich Kotite, Eddie Jordan. Which offense are you trusting?
Wow. I'm going to have to go with Sirianni in this case. I don't know why, but I'm going to have to go with Sirianni.
Wow.
Yes.
Ooh, man, that's a tough choice, man. Wow.
Now, do you guys want to hang for a little bit? You're more than welcome.
No, I'm tired of talking to all of you, man. I got to go outside and plant some mums, man. I ain't
there you go, people, man. I don't want anybody to tell you otherwise, Gunner, but we love you. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks, Gunner.
Appreciate
you guys for having me on.
Got it. All right, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe to the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. Gunner is going to have you following the Eagles game with the post-game show right here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel. So we have you covered across the board.
They better win. Well, I'm going off. They better win.
You'll have more fun if they lose. Trust me. It's the middle. Thanks to Gunner. Thanks to you out there as well.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.